coming up.
Our goal in bulls, commercial herd, everything is produce a consistent, uniform product.
If we get behind on body condition on these cattle, it wreaks havoc in every part of our operation.
You know exactly what the bulls will do on this feed.
Hear the story of Cavender Ranches and a new value-added mineral program from Purina, next on The American Rancher. Hello, I'm Pam Minnick, and welcome to The American Rancher. Joe Cavender is president of Cavender Boots and Western Wear, and he has boots on the ground at the family's ranching operation. 30 years ago, Joe and his team began developing Brangus seed stock for the commercial cattle industry. True to his family's heritage of excellence, Joe's footprint on the ranch has built a legacy of confidence for Cavender Ranches customers.
Back in 1990, I ended up getting a call about this 500-acre ranch out south of Tyler. Ended up making a deal to buy it, and it just so happened it had 120 black F1 Brangus cattle. Same year, my dad had bought some F1s and got back in the cattle business, and then he also had bought 12 Brangus heifers at Truman Arnold dispersal. The rest is history. We like Brangus cattle, and we put all of our efforts towards Brangus cattle through the years, whether it was on the commercial side or the purebred side. The Brangus mother cow is the queen of the South. She can go anywhere up through the Midwest, all the way from the southern states, coast to coast. And so that's what our initial vision was. We wanted to make a lot of replacement females, and through our first 13 or so, 14 years in the business, I would say we were more commercially driven operation by far. And we started off with our original herd. We made a lot of fancy replacement females that we just kept year after year, and finally we got to the point it was time that we need to start marketing our purebred bulls and our commercial females, and so we had our first sale in 2005, and that very first sale we sold 600 commercial females. We bought the Nature's River Ranch where I'm sitting here in the sales headquarters, and since 2005 we've marketed over 16,000 commercial replacement females through our auctions. With that said, we do have in mind the type and kind, size-wise, frame-wise, what we want and what we think will top the market. And our vision is to have lots of capacity and volume in a moderate package and still maintain bone.
Cavender Ranches consist of 3 separate entities, and we run approximately 600 registered Brangus cows. We're running about 150 Charolais cattle too, and raising bulls out of both herds. We also put in close to 1,000 embryos a year, Brangus and Charolais, to supply our registered cow herds with some extra bulls and females, trying to keep these sales up.
With the Brangus cattle, we've always had the heat tolerance, and in the South, there's a lot of value in the replacement heifer out of a Brangus bull. But as we grow and get more educated, we're trying to raise cattle for all aspects and all phases of the country. We're cleaning our bulls up some so we can go north and west and try to grow an animal that can perform in the brush without messing themselves up and getting sheath problems. We're also raising a bull that can function in Florida or in the Southeast in the heat and the humidity while keeping the ear and the classy Brangus design that's always been known for. We're looking to still raise an animal that could perform in the show ring and a functional cow that, somewhere along the lines can still perform out in the real world.
After the break,
we didn't know how our cattle graded or or anything to start with.
See how Cavender Ranches overcame the challenges to profitability in the feedlot when the American Rancher continues. Stay with us. Welcome back to the American Rancher. Cavender Ranches is a Brangus seedstock operation in Tyler, Texas. Not long after starting the Brangus program, Joe Cavender and his team saw an opportunity in retaining their feeder calves. But with every opportunity comes challenges.
You know, we didn't know how our cattle graded or anything to start with, and we've overcome any challenges in the feed yard, and that's been a process. Didn't start off at the top, but through the years, we've fed a lot of cattle. We got 25 years of feeding experience on our commercial Brangus, and through having our sales and learning more about EPDs and continue to strive to have more carcass value in these Brangus cattle, have got our cattle where they will grade. And we think our steers can compete with about any breed, no matter what yardstick you use to measure it. And we still think today that carcass value and what's under the hide is important, and that guides us on our type and kind of cows we're trying to produce in the purebred herd and the bull types that can make these kind of females. So being a commercial producer gives you an advantage in the purebred deal. And our goal in bulls, cattle, commercial herd, everything is to produce a consistent, uniform product.
When I started with Cavender family 20 years ago, we were running on two ranches, and we were selling commercial replacement heifers, private treaty, and we acquired some more properties and leased some ranches, and our commercial herd grew to the size that we got to where we were having 2 commercial sales a year, selling 500 to 600 head of pairs and heavy breds at each one of these sales, first calf heifers. So we expanded so much that customers that buy our bulls and running them on our females, we started buying their replacement heifers back, and we're even now, we'll bid on customer steers too at this point, because we believe that our genetics will carry through the feed yard if we purchase those steers, and we'll get a premium on them. We like to always say we're raising bulls for the commercial cattlemen, because at the end of the day, that's what we are. We run probably 3,000 commercial cows. We feed all our own steers. Every replacement heifer that we raise, we put in our own production sales. Some of the challenge we faced years ago, we were having trouble finding the labor to feed these cattle grain, and a lot of miles on pickups and things like that. And we researched a little bit and talked to Purina and decided to try this liquid feed that we're using now, and it's a labor saver for sure.
They have one man, Johnny Rivera, that looks over around 250 bulls at a time, and they'll do 2 sets of them, about 500 bulls a year, just one man looking after all these bulls. So we can do it with less manpower. We don't have to worry about a commodity barn, bringing commodities in, mixing rations, and less vehicle equipment costs and manufacturing costs, just a lot less labor using our AccuRation program. And we can produce a consistent bull every time. The gain's predictable year after year after year. We try to target anywhere from 3 to 3.5 pounds a gain per day on a self-fed product.
There's not a better way to develop bulls with their longevity in mind than on Purina feed. Your AccuRation limiter feeds do a tremendous job in not only economical gains, you're ahead on the Purina products. In addition, they're safe. We've been working with Purina as a company for over 20 years here at Cavender Ranches. I've probably got 35 years of history with Purina and the Purina products. Have a lot of confidence in what those products will do. One of the great things about it is that you know exactly what the bulls will do on this feed. As we develop them, are all in large grass traps. But right prior to the sale, like 45 days, we put them on sale prep to try to get those rumens accustomed to going out, eating grass, and they can eat enough of it that it makes a difference. We actually have sales along with Brangus Ranches down in Bloomington, Texas, the fourth weekend in October. We have a sale here at Neches River Ranch, this division of Cavender Ranches, the third weekend in November, and again the second weekend in March. The third Tuesday in March, we again go back to Brangus Ranches. We've got a bull sale that we hold in conjunction with those guys, Brangus and Santa Gertrudis bulls. And then the fourth weekend in April, we have our registered female sale. We usually have a lot of friends participate in that sale from a consignment standpoint. We'll also sell about 550 commercial females. And when you have as many sales as we have here at Cavender Ranches, that's something that you always have to be cognizant of, is the cattle holding together after they get them home.
We use Purina products in almost every part of our business. We develop replacement heifers on Purina products, about 1,000 of those a year. And we also keep out Purina's high-fat liquid feed. We buy a 1610 and a 3210. We mix our own. We can make a 24, 28. We mix it in the tanks ourselves according to what the cattle need. We don't see the ups and downs in cattle. They stay a consistent body condition, which we really like, and we think it's helped our conception rates dramatically.
We realize that we're almost trying to trick Mother Nature. Putting in 1,000 embryos per year, it's spread out. It's not all at one time. With the total nutrition program from Purina, we've been able to kind of roll that into being a little bit safer. Sometimes reading these recips, you might catch them trending down at the wrong time. If they're going backwards, they're not going to take an embryo, they're not going to get bred, and they're not going to perform. So keeping our high-fat liquid out year-round, we can control the body condition of these cattle. Last 2 years has been trying for us. We've been droughted out the last 2 summers, but as you can see, we got a little rain, the grass is popping, but with the liquid feed, we're able to maintain a flat body condition, not a lot of up and down, and not a lot of loss.
If we get behind on body condition on these cattle, it wreaks havoc in every part of our operation. Not just on that one cow that got thin. It affects their calf. It affects their calf throughout his life till harvest or till he makes a bull. So it's something we really concentrate on using the Purina total nutrition package that we use.
I know with this product we can put it out and it's safe. The cattle are going to eat what they need to eat. When they don't need it, they're going to walk away. So it's able to help us better manage our cow herd without the ups and downs of the nutrition. You know, the grass gets drier, the grass starts losing protein. With the minerals and with the liquid feed, it kind of keeps a steady plane. Sometimes if you wait to read body conditions, you're 45 days behind having the cattle where you need to be before you realize they were backing up.
Any good feed program, you have got to have the mineral package. The bulls can't live up to their full potential. The cows can't live up to their full potential. It's a proven fact that if you skimp on your mineral program, you're not going to get the expected gains. You're not going to get the performance that you want. One of the things that we use in our operation here, particularly on the bull development, is the wind and rain tubs. You can leave those out all the time. The bulls consume them at the rate that they need. It's a real advantage. The wind and rain mineral is a mineral that I've used personally, not only here, but in my own operation. You don't get the compacting. You know, it doesn't do you any good to put out mineral, and then you get a little sprinkle on it, and you have to chip it apart. Wind and Rain mineral is really what it says. Wind and Rain, and you don't have to go in and break it up and see that they're eating it. It's a very good product.
The best thing about Wind and Rain mineral is the bioavailability of the trace mineral package that we have in there. We get very good, consistent consumption of our Wind and Rain mineral products, either it being loose or in a tub form.
Up next,
What Superior is doing is we're highlighting what the ranchers are doing at home, at point of sale.
here are the details of Purina's Wind and Rain Mineral value-added program with Superior Livestock Auction. You're watching The American Rancher. Stay with us. Welcome back to The American Rancher. Cavender Ranches has included Purina's Wind and Rain Mineral as part of a total nutrition program for years, which helped improve their entire operations bottom line. Now, Wind and Rain Mineral has its own value-added program with Superior Livestock Auction.
Superior started the value-added calf program in 1994. It's a vaccination protocol based on the Texas A&M Ranch to Rail study. Paul Branch, our business manager at the time, put the protocol together, and it's VAC 24, VAC 34 plus, VAC 45 plus, VAC Precon, and that is still the first and foremost important part is the animal's health. So we start out with the vaccination program, and then you stack on natural programs, third-party verified natural programs, agent source verification, GAP, beef care, those kind of things, and then genetic merit and highlighting those on our platform on Superior Livestock Auctions. What Superior is doing is we're highlighting what the ranchers are doing at home. They're being part of these programs. We're highlighting it at point of sale in the auction, and it adds 10, 15, 20, and even greater amounts per hundredweight to the sale of those calves. A natural extension is a nutrition program.
So, carry your weight, John, 170.
Superior Livestock started our nutrition value-added programs in response to feedback we had received directly from our buyers. And although we had made these great strides in vaccine protocols and bringing light to what these animals were given, at the end of the day, if these calves and ultimately these cows are not fed a healthy nutrition program, these vaccines don't work. So what the buyers were telling us is we'd done a good job with letting them know the vaccines they'd been given and what they were on, but now they wanted a step more. They wanted more information, and they wanted nutritionally to know what those cattle have been fed. One of the leaders in animal nutrition is Purina, and so Superior was very happy in the start of 2023 to launch the Wind and Rain program and recognize calves that were being sold through Superior Livestock on this Wind and Rain program and be able to capture value not only for our consigners, but also our buyers. It's always great to be able to lock arms with another leader in the industry that has the support of our consigners already. A lot of our consigners were already on these programs and doing things, and ultimately at the end of the day, everything that we do at Superior is to be able to capture value for our customers. So to be able to offer this program that not only comes with the Purina guarantee, they also provide all the research that they put into these feeding programs in their feed. This provides confidence not only for our consigners who are feeding the product, but also for the buyers that are purchasing the cattle. The Wind and Rain program itself at the very basis is very simple. It's really a need that Purina heard from buyers in response to that.
The importance of a nutritional program begins with your cow herd. Feeding them value-added liquid like AccuRation range liquid, AccuRation blocks, range length tubs contributes to the health of your calves when they are born. There's a lot of value on the health. The buyers know that there's a benefit to feeding cattle that have been fed a mineral on the health and immune system, and that carries all the way to the feed yard. Purina now has a Wind and Rain value-added calf program with Superior Auction. All you have to do is feed Wind and Rain mineral to your cow herd for a year, and if you wean and background those calves, all you need is a Purina stress tub or a Purina Wind and Rain mineral tub. This operation behind me has been weaning their calves for the last 10 years on this program, and it has lost only 4 head. We're talking weaning anywhere from 800 to 1,000 calves a year and losing just a handful of calves in that time period over the last 10 years. To learn more, you need to go to our website, purinamills.com, or go to your local Purina dealer and ask about the Wind and Rain Value-Added Calf Program with Superior.
We really do like the product, been feeding it probably 15 years.
Mineral is probably one of the most important things to me, mineral nutrition and just trying to make sure that cow's on the upswing at the right times. The Purina Wind and Rain has been very helpful for us. It gives us everything that we're looking for right now, and I like the texture, I like the softness of it, and I like the consistency. I noticed that we're trending upwards on the amount of embryos we're producing per cow, and our conception rates have been acceptable and even trending up.
Cattle that are even top to bottom, and in the cattle business, uniformity is where you want to be. So part of our goal is to get better, but we also want to help all of our customers get better and just build this Brangus breed up here in Texas as time goes. We would like to extend an invitation for everyone to come to our sale in November. You can request a catalog. If you get a chance, we'd love you to look us up on Facebook or our website, CavenderRanches.com.
That's all the time we have today. We hope you enjoyed the show. For more information about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook or YouTube. I'm Pam Minnick. For our entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.